One. Hey, welcome everybody to Rolling on Three, the first podcast for all three wheelers. So if you're riding on a Ryker, a Spider, or a Slingshot, this is the show for you. Today, I'd like to welcome Sulie to the show. Sulie is from Florida, and she is one of the special guests that I'm having on this special month of all women riders to the show. Sulie, thank you for being on the show.
Hey, thank you for
Thank you.
having me.
Good, good, good. I'll start off the show with what are you rolling on?
I have a 2021 Can Am Ryker 900 Ace.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Just got it. I see.
I did back in, I think it was April.
April. Okay,
Mhm.
cool, cool. Where'd you get it from?
So I got it from Tampa Bay Power Motorsports, I think is what they're called.
Hey, that's all right. I mean, we're not plugging them if you don't remember the
Right.
name. That's cool. That's all right. Was
I
it
show them love though.
hey, nothing wrong with that either. Was it close to where you had to pick it up? Was it a journey to go get it?
Nah, so I mean, Tampa is big, but it's not that big, right? So it's
Mhm.
about maybe a 15-minute ride from my house to where it's at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that well, have you ever rode before?
No. So it's a long story behind. Well, not really a long story behind it, but
We got nothing but
um
time. People want to hear it.
so it just basically happened that my father and I, since Can-Am, I don't know, not even since Can-Am started, but back in like, I don't know, late 2000, 2010, around there, my dad always wanted to have a Can-Am, but he wanted the RT, the big boy.
Mhm.
So I always told him I wanted something more sportier, which back then was just the Spider, I think the F3, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken, or something similar to it. So it all started with we saw a video with DMX Rough Riders when they had that whole spider look or whatever they were riding on that day in that video. So we fell in love. He wanted the big boy, I wanted the sporty, and that was always our dream to ride together. And basically, my dad was never able to do it because he is a diabetic. So he got glaucoma and lost vision in one eye. So just recently they told him that they were gonna give him a year to live because of all the dialysis and crap. So I just thought that maybe finally living through me, he can live that dream. I don't know. So I went and got my Ryker, and hopefully I can bring it up to North Carolina and give him, that ultimate dream of his.
Hey man, that's beautiful, man. That
Yeah,
has a lot of meaning to it, but that's a good
yeah,
pickup. That's a good pickup. So
yeah.
tell me a little bit about yourself. I mean, we did discuss you're in Tampa now, but you didn't always live in Tampa.
No, so we moved. Well, my parents moved about 20 years ago, but I never really liked Florida. So I was always the rebellious one in the family, always left back and forth. I lived in Miami. I just didn't like Tampa. So it was just not a Tampa girl. But
Mhm.
I'm here. I'm here with my husband and my three babies. So it's been a journey.
Okay, nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. I mean, we people move, they relocate, they might not like it, but they wind up saying, "Hey, this is the spot for me," and they're
Yeah.
making a great life out of it, and that's great. Shout out to Tampa.
Yeah.
I don't
Thank
think I'm ever leaving New York, but I sure will be visiting a lot of places in the
you.
near future. But
Yeah. New York is home. It never changes. You can never replace New York.
that's
That's it.
true, man. As much as I can't stand it, and as much as I've been working here for so long, and all, I still love it. It's just one of those
Yeah.
things where I am a true New Yorker, but I have no problem going other places and staying for a very long time.
Right. New York is through and through.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So tell me about the riding around in Tampa, like the roads, the
So
area.
I live in a place called Town and Country. Everybody makes, if you're from Tampa, they call it Town and Compton because it's just Town and Compton. But it's a pretty, it is what it is. Just, a bunch of Hispanics. The population is more Hispanic and Black. And the roads are pretty good. Not too many potholes. There's the areas or whatever like that. But yesterday I actually drove up to Wesley Chapel, which is like a 40-minute drive. And then I took the back roads coming down. Going on the highway is scary as hell. I've been on the interstate already 3 times, and I think going up 75 was by far the scariest of all of them.
Was it scary because of the traffic, or was it just scary getting a bike up that fast?
I think getting the bike up that fast. I mean,
Okay.
I've not really, because going up I-4, so I-4 crosses from Tampa to Orlando.
Uh-huh.
So I've gone up to I-4 on the last ride to Quemando Brea. So I took a 45-minute ride on I-4, which was fine. It was cool. You know, I was going about 80 the whole time, but then going up 75, I don't know if it's the weather. It was like more like wind happened. I felt like the Ryker was just gonna go up in the air with me. Take me on a freaking kite ride or something. I don't know. But it was a little scary yesterday. I don't know.
All right. Well, you overcame it. You made your trip, so no one had to tow you back. So you're good.
No, right. That part.
Definitely. How many miles you put on the bike so far since?
I think I'm close to 2,000 miles on
That's pretty
the
good.
Ryker.
That's pretty good. So you're doing a lot of, are you commuting or is it just recreation? Like
just any excuse that I find possible to get on that Ryker, I'm getting on it.
any excuse. Nah, that's pretty much how I do it too. I mean, I do it for everything. I commute, I take it to work, I recreational, same thing. If I gotta run to the store, if I know if it can fit in a backpack, I'm taking the bike, you know. So it's not a big
Don't even
deal.
mention it. I just ordered on Amazon the whole sling. What is it called? The bungee cord. So I can put a box of pizza if I have to on.
Hey, we won't be far when we see somebody delivering food on a Ryker soon.
Right.
I'm telling you, I think that's gonna happen, but that would be pretty cool. He would definitely have to be on my show if he starts delivering food on a Ryker, though.
I'm done.
No.
But yeah.
Is this area of Tampa, is it a big bike community, or is you the first one out there with a Ryker? Like, what's up?
No. So recently, I'm on like every Facebook page, Ryker page you can ever find, or Slingshot, whatever. And I'm just finding more and more people. So they've invited me about 3 times out to go, and it's a big bike community. A lot of older people. I mean, it's Florida, right? So you have a lot of retirees with bigger bad boys like, you know, the spiders and stuff like that. But there's quite a few Rykers out there. I've seen a couple when I'm driving out, like I'll see them pass by. I'm like, oh shit, a Ryker. It's one of those things, you know, when you get like an Acura, Mercedes, you never, or a certain car, you never see it on the street until you buy one. And then all of a sudden you see them left and right. It's just, I think that's just it. But on Wednesday nights here in Tampa, there's a big bike ride out. So everybody meets in St. Pete across the bridge and just, you know, meets each other and then ride out together. It's just, you know, races here are a big thing. So that's pretty much what it is.
Okay. So if I'm visiting Tampa over there, so I'm on my bike, I'm driving down, whatever, and I'm in the area. Where am I going? Where am I going to eat? Where am I going to chill? Like, what's the spot?
Oh my God, where to start though?
Hey.
You can go to downtown. There's a spot called Ed and Sam's Pizza, but I'm sure, you know, being from New York, that's like old school. That's just like old news. Yeah. But it's the only real New York type pizza out here, the closest thing that you can get to New York pizza. They say that it's based on the water. They bring the water from New York.
I think I've heard of that place, right? The guy ships the water from New York so he can make the dough to make the pizza.
Yes. So you see all the bikes lined up in the front from time to time. You see a lot of slingshots. A lot of slingshots are out here. Sometimes I look at my Ryker and be like, damn, I should have gotten a slingshot. But then I'm like, nah, I really like my Ryker. But that's just like the vibe that you get when you're downtown. And then there's this new spot called TNT Burgers that we just found that I'm dying to try. It's like an Instagram big blow up now. It's a burger spot. I don't know. It's just Dale Mabry is like saying Lexington. You ride and it just never ends. So you go from South Tampa to North Tampa, and there's just so much to do. Right. So much to do. Okay. So I took Wisconsin, which I'll call Wisconsin out here, and we were riding out. We went from Brandon to South Tampa to Ybor City. There's Ybor City too. So there's a lot to do.
All right. So you got to ride out there with some people. That's nice. I was going to ask you if you're doing all your rides alone or you got a crew with you, but are you? Yeah. Are you riding with a crew or no? You just
here and there. I mean, I got some sport bike friends now that they've been inviting me out. There's 2 couples that actually live in Spring Hill, which is about 45 minutes north from here. One has a Spider and one has a Ryker. So I haven't ridden with them yet. They keep asking me out, but I got babies. So it's just like hard to just put that OS to the side and just be like, yeah, let me be out, you know?
Yeah, I know. I get jealous of that too when I turn on the internet and they be like, hey, we're all riding out. We're going to take a big ride out to AC this weekend. I'm like, well, I got a job and, I got a life, and family to take care of. When that, I can only go to a certain event. And, people always hit me up. They be like, oh, you got to come out, Shadow Black Ryker got to come to the event. But I'll be like, nah. I gotta like schedule these things. I got a job and a whole house I gotta take care of. So, it's kind of messed up. And people be like, you ain't ride. Yeah, I had the bike for 3 years. And that's all right. I had the bike for 3 years, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. And I probably only put about 4,000 miles on it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's really preserving your Ryker.
Yeah, and what's bad is I want to ride and I want to take the long rides, but I don't have the time. And, it's just, and now I'm doing so many other things because between filming and this show and all the other stuff I'm doing, it turned into, now the Ryker's just backdrop now. But I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna definitely get out there. I have to do some things to it. But I was looking at your Ryker because I found it on Instagram. Sugar Skull, right?
Yes.
Right? Sugar Skull. So we'll talk about that. But let me go into the mods first, right? So you got what mods have you done so far?
So far I got the lights. I got some speakers from Sling Mods. I haven't gotten the big boys yet because from speaking with Black Mamba, he spent about almost $2,000 in that bad boy. I ain't there yet. We ain't $2,000 deep yet.
Ooh.
Right. So I got some of the wraps on it. I've done the wrapping all by myself.
Nice.
I got the Night Rider lights.
Okay.
That was pain in the ass. I don't want to curse too much, but that was a pain in the ass.
Okay.
But I mean, overall, it was easy to put on. It's just getting that bolt off. Hubby had to help with that one because I was not doing it. Not breaking the nail for that.
I hear
you. A lot of people doubt it. Like, nah, if you get that done, I'm gonna feel stupid as hell as a man. I was just like, watch me. That's all you gotta say. You gonna feel real dumb right now.
No, I mean, you're doing everything by yourself. That's what's up. I like to see that. I'm all about the women riders and women working on their bikes and doing their thing. I think that's pretty dope that they're in the culture now and the movement is toward women. I mean, that's really cool to see, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, specifically. And I don't mean to interrupt, but the lady called Ryker Rides, she does all her stuff by herself. I'm like, dang, if she can do it, I can. You know what I mean? That gives an inspiration to a lot of females like us. It's like, that's a guy's job. It's not.
Absolutely, and coming from two wheels and always tinkering with bikes, I was looking at that thing like, and then I said, how bad could it be? And I wound up finding this out of all my ears, the easiest thing to work on. Like, and I've had
Mhm.
people bring bikes to me and I'm like, nah, this is easy. But, there's
Yeah,
certain things on there that if you're not confident, I tell you, that's where you run into trouble. Like, but
right.
most of the time, you really have to have a lot of patience when it comes to certain things. And if you have it, I think you could push through it. So I love it when I see
Facts.
people work on their bikes and they wind up
Yeah.
emailing me and go, look, I'm stuck, man. Can you help me? I'm gonna put you on video chat. So I'll be like, all right, look, I got you. I'm gonna walk you through it and get these tail lights back on for
Mhm.
you. But that's cool. Now, Sugar Skull, what was the reason behind that?
So I'm a makeup artist. So being a makeup artist, for some reason, a lot of makeup artists associate sugar skulls, right, with makeup, and it's just more of the artsy, I guess, feel of it. And then on top of that, I have three babies, and they're all being in the process of adoption. So the
Oh,
first one that I got, he had an infatuation with Coco. So I took like the whole makeup aspect of it and then what my baby liked and just combined it and was just like, this is what I'm going with. That was just that.
I like it. It's different. Like I
Yeah.
say, you never find two of the same Rikers. And
Mhm.
there's always a meaning behind the way they do it. Like it's not
Right.
just I just walk by and say, hey, I like that. I'm buying it. There's always something
Yeah.
behind the wraps and the colors and the paint. So that's dope. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what is your favorite mod right now? Like the one you say, I'm glad I got it, and the one you say that you're going to get.
Uh, I think all of them. I can't even, all of them are. The speakers was my top favorite. Just there's
Okay.
nothing better. Like, I got my beats on and stuff like that. But when you just ride in and you have like this flow, this vibe going to you, and you already got heads turning and they vibing with you, like it's just a thing.
I
I don't
get
know.
you. 100. I get you. No doubt.
Yeah. It's just a thing. Other than that, the night rider I got yesterday I was stuck at the light in traffic and people just passing me in the front and they like looking down at the night rider like oh shit, like that's dope.
That's dope.
So that was pretty I like that overall. The night riders and my speakers, I think that's my top favorite.
And what's coming
Mhm.
up? What's the one mod coming up that you're gonna do?
Ooh. Oh man. So I don't know if you saw I got the little cats with the sugar skull on it. I was
I saw
really
that. Yeah.
hyped about that. So I'm working right now with Mike. I designed on Photoshop, I designed a wrap. So that's coming. And then got a couple things coming.
Oh, okay. All right. She gonna
But
drop it on us later. All right. So
just
I
a
get
little
it.
hint, like
It's
Black Mamba has been giving me some ideas and stuff like that. He got a couple cool things on his bike that I was just like, yo, that's dope. That's an inspiration. So right now his bike is my inspiration. I'm going with that.
fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. I
Yeah.
respect that. I respect that. Look,
Yeah.
man, the bike is nice. It's turning out real nice. I seen
Thank
it.
you.
And I'm like, yeah, I gotta get this young lady on the show and talk about her ride because it looked like she took a lot of time and effort into it. So listen,
Yeah.
if you had to describe your Can-Am experience in one word or one sentence, what would it be?
Why didn't I get it sooner? I tell the ones that are looking at it and want to get it, just get it. Especially all the females out there. I mean, I was practiced on the Can-Am parking lot. I was scared shitless. And I got on that road. They say make a bank a right and then go in the first neighborhood, take 3 turns before you hit that road. I took one and I was like, I'm ready. Let's go.
That's what's up.
So
That is
yeah,
what's up. That is dope.
just
Well,
do
look,
it.
do you have any advice you would give a female rider right now who's just
Yeah. I think the main part, just try to modify your Riker where you're seen. I think that's my biggest thing. I think even Facebook pages have talked about that the most, is making sure you're seen with cars. I've heard so many accidents happen in the past, I think, month, just making sure your lights,
Yeah.
people are seeing you. That's why I
Yeah.
have the music on blast so they know that I'm there. You know what I mean? Changing
Yeah.
your horn if you can, because that little beep beep.
Yeah. Yeah. I know
you
what,
know.
you're 100% right, because I've posted many of my Riker accidents already. So those are like my
Mhm.
biggest videos, when I put a video and I have, oh, mostly every time I was recording when I got into an accident. And it's New York
Oh,
City, so I'll tell you, you could put a lot of lights. I have the loudest exhaust that you could think of. My
right.
neighbors will probably want me out of here. But you're right. You gotta light it up, let it be seen. I mean, it
Mhm.
is safety 100%. I
Yeah.
agree, and I don't know if Florida, do you have to wear your helmet?
So you don't, but you have to wear protective gear. So you have to protect your eyes. I think that's the main thing. They do speak a lot about wearing your helmet. I think they pushing it. If they made it a law, honestly, I would be all for it. Because it's just too many accidents. I've seen people fly up on bikes into the cables. That's just me witnessing what I've seen, and that's scary. You know what I mean? For any person
No,
and their
absolutely.
families. So protective gear, I wear all of it. The only thing that I haven't bought yet is the jacket per se. I wear a jacket when I ride out, but I haven't worn like the real motorcycle jacket that protects you a little bit more.
Okay.
So yeah.
No, no, that's what's up, man. As long as you're taking some safety precautions, because that's what I promote, and I'm always in my gear, no matter how hot it is and how much I'm stuck in traffic, sweating to
Yeah.
death. I'm in a full face helmet with full gear, full pads.
Your makeup melting off.
Yeah, yeah, I have to do this because if Can Am catches me riding around without, they're gonna cut me off. So I can't do that. So I'm promoting safety 100%. Now,
Facts, facts.
if anybody wants to contact Sulie, and
Mhm.
well, she got some things coming up with her bike that she's not telling us, so you have to wait. Give them, give them your social media, whatever you want to lend
Definitely.
out if they want to
Yeah.
contact you.
Yeah. So that would be Sulie XOXO on Instagram. That's where you'll mainly find me. I don't really do Facebook except for family. Keep that kind of private.
Mhm, mhm.
But definitely Sulie XOXO, and that's it.
Hey, perfect. Everything is cool. Hey, everybody
Yeah.
who knows me, I'm Keith Hammer. This is Rolling on Three, the first podcast for all three wheelers. Listen, if you want to contact me to be on the show, you can email me at rollingon3wheels@gmail. That's the number three. You can hit me up at Shadow Black Ryker on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter, TikTok, any other social media, soon to be Discord also. Um, if you just put in hashtag rolling on three, you're gonna find me somewhere. Oh, and then just launched now the Ryker Apparel Company. Right now, this is my Ryker Doctor T-shirt. I got them. They'll be
Yeah.
selling on Amazon. Supported. I got a book. I got all this other stuff. Sulie, thank you for giving me
Of
your
course.
time to be on the show. It was great. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.